And we are live. We are live. We are live. Station, everybody. Robo's going to be a little bit late, but we're going to go ahead and get started. What's up, friendly neighborhood nerds? This is Judah Rad. We have a very special guest today. We have Marsden Dawn at That Comic Girl hanging out with us.
Hell yeah.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
So I'm That Comic Girl, if you haven't guessed. I really, really like comics. No, I'm just kidding. I do a really rad channel by myself, where I talk about comics. I ramble about comics. I do deep takes and deep thoughts about comics. But I have an even radder show that I do every Sunday with my comic book BFFF Jen on her channel. Comics Will Break Your Heart. And we do Casually Comics every Sunday, and we talk new releases. We bullshit. We talk about who we're thirsting over that week, and it's just a hell of a good time.
It's a really good show. I've caught it before as well, and you've all seen Jen before because she's been on the program as well. It's a small world, this comic book YouTube world. It's like you get started and then you just kind of get to know everybody, and it's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. And we were talking backstage, it feels like so many new channels have popped up, and that's amazing, to the point where there are so many comic book channels now that it's almost impossible to keep up with everybody. But that's great because we're growing and the community's getting bigger, and then the friendships we make along the way, that's all that really matters.
That's right. And I don't know if you remember, like 5 to 10 years ago, the only big comic book YouTube channels, I wouldn't say the only big, because there were people like Comic Storian and stuff like that. But then like some of the biggest comic book YouTube channels were fucking douchebags. So it's cool that
you're not wrong though.
Yeah, it's cool that it's like all the cool people have rallied together and are starting their own channels, and it's amazing.
Exactly.
Let's take a look at the chat really quick. We got some activity. We got a lot of activity. How is it going? What's wrong, Jen? Is Jen okay?
Jen got her second COVID shot, and it has taken her the fuck out. So she has been spending lots of time recouping and reading lots of comics, hopefully.
Please get better. I've heard it's miserable.
It's not fun.
What's up, Next Issue Podcast? What is up, TM Nerdy? Just stationing everyone. Station.
That is that is Travis, the hype man of comics, right there.
Yeah, right. Station, good sir. Got Danny here, as always. It's good to see you. I don't know what this is in reference to because there's so much chat that I can't keep up with. Oh, we got Michael Malone. Hello, good sir. Just kind of letting the chat fill up a little bit more while we say hi. Oh, I'm sorry, Ace. That's on me. That's mostly on me.
It's me.
we were chit-chatting and it just happened. It is what it is. We're here now. Aramis, the architect. Station, good sir. Comics Will Break Your Heart. Giving us all those hearts. Please feel better. Yeah, and there we go. We got a lot of people. So I was able to stop at my LCS on the way home from work. And I haven't really read anything yet, but I got like a nice little stack to kind of hopefully hold me over for the next week, or until Titan Comics in Dallas manages to get me my bad idea books that I think about pretty much every day.
Yeah.
And then I've been standing this so hard like the last few days.
Jen's been talking. Everybody's been talking about that book. Now I'm like, I got to get my hands on it.
Mars, this is. I'm going to say this again later when Robo gets here because I don't like him missing anything that I say. But this is like, it's like if a Watchmen quality, like iconic book that it's like this is going to be a textbook comic book.
A textbook comic book.
30 years from now. Like it's amazing.
Now, have you heard the insane story behind that?
I know a bit of it. Barry Windsor-Smith has been working on this for 30 years, and it was originally supposed to be a Hulk story, and now it's its own thing, and he's just been tweaking it for 30 years, and it's finally out. It's
exactly. And like to kind of double down on that too, apparently Marvel stole some of the ideas and actually publish them, which is why it's taken so long, because he's got to constantly go in and tweak things so that way it doesn't seem like the opposite, that he's copying off of Marvel when in fact Marvel took from him. And it's just like, it's really fucked up when you think about it. But at the same time, I'm really glad that this 30-year-long project not only was able to see the light of day, but is now getting such almost like critical reception from the comic book community. So I feel like it's a job well done, you know, after all these years.
It's long due. And let me tell you, like, people know me, know that I'm like, I tend to speak in hyperbole. Like, I'm either like, oh, I love this, or oh, it fucking sucks. But like, please forget about that for a second and just trust me this time. Like, this time will be different, I swear. But yeah, like, it really is that good. I'm so enthralled by it. I'm about halfway through. It's taken me, I started it 2 days ago. It's taken me a little bit while to finish because it's hefty. But also, it's not just that. It's like, I'll read like a chapter and then it's like, I can't move. I need to like close the book and just kind of like
think about it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's really great.
So now that's 2 people that have told me I need to pick up this book. So I guess I'm going to have to break down and get it myself.
Absolutely. 100%. And then come back and talk about it.
100%.
So I got this. And anyone who pays even like the slightest bit of attention knows that in the last a few months, we've been learning about, I mean, it's not new, but we've been kind of being exposed to a lot of like the Asian hate and Asian prejudice that's been, I mean, it's just getting worse. And we're finally talking about it, but it's been going on for a long time. And this, so I felt I really wanted to pick this up and kind of like get in that space and just kind of focus a little bit on it. And it's really good. And it's really interesting. And it kind of goes back to like, let me just, I don't usually start reading, but let me just like the second page, some historical facts. And it's like, in 1982, the U.S. passed a ban on Chinese immigrants, blaming them for the 1874 Depression. In 1924, the Johnson-Reed Act expanded the ban to include Asians and Arabs. By 1936, over half a century after the original ban, the Chinese was America's first generation to come of age under an immigration ban. And that's kind of where it starts, but it's really good, really interesting.
That is extremely interesting. And it's kind of neat to see that we're getting a book like this, especially with everything that's going on right now, and especially from Image, because last month we saw another book I feel like kind of similar with Home, and Home dealt a lot with, you know, the Mexican American immigration, you know, and things like that. So I think it's, I don't want to say bold, because bold is kind of giving them credit, you know, saying that, oh, you know, you're all in good of doing this, but like, good on Image though for publishing 2 books like this and bringing these issues to light.
Absolutely. And I could not agree more. And I have a lot of respect for Image, because that's the kind of stuff that they I think they're ahead of the curve in a lot of ways when it comes to that kind of stuff, like the representation and telling stories that aren't just like white dude stories. So, Michael Malone says Infidel is brilliant. This is the same writer as Infidel. Yeah.
And that's part of the reason I picked up the book, if I'm being honest, because Infidel is one of probably my favorite horror comics. It's one of those books that for years people were telling me to read it, and I finally did last year, and I was like enthralled by it. It was so fantastic and yet so horrifying.
Look who decided to join the party. Robos here. So yeah, we're doing the, I'm not going, yeah, I can hear you now.
Right.
I'm not going to go back. I said I was going to go back, but I'm not going to. But anyway, this is really good.
No, what happened? What did I miss?
You know,
I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Gail Simone, Donnie Cates, and like 5 other major pros.
They were all just here. They stopped by.
They were just in the chat. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm following this, and I really like this story. It reminds me of The Quiet Place, and it's really scary and cool. I picked this up today because everyone's going to be talking about it, so I might as well read it. But I'm not really excited about it for some reason.
Same.
And then this, I'm kind of stoked for this, and I'm in a kind of a Star Wars headspace right now, so I'm kind of stoked to crack into it. I'm following, I'm not really following a whole lot of Marvel and DC. I'm following ENIAC, Berserker, Radiant Black, Department of Truth. The only Marvel I'm really like super emotionally invested in right now is Aliens. So we'll see how that goes. And then just to kind of wrap up what I've been up to, like an idiot, I finished my bajillionth Mass Effect playthrough 2 weeks before the Legendary Edition.
All
because
right.
I'm a moron and I couldn't wait.
So, do you know? Hear me out. You just said the 2 magic words. Do you know that I'm like the world's biggest Mass Effect fan? Like,
No way.
joke. No. I would grab it, but it's over there. Today in the mail, my legendary cache came in, so I got the N7 helmet, got the prints. I have a whole.
Break out the helmet.
You're gonna make me stand up and get the helmet.
You don't have to, but I do want to see it next time.
You're gonna make me stand up and get the helmet. Give me 2 seconds. I will get the helmet for you, my friend.
Fuck yeah. I said the magic words. Robo, you know how happy I get when like I find out someone else loves Mass Effect?
Do you get happy when anybody likes anything you like?
Period? Yes, I do. I get very happy.
Hold on, because I can't hear anything, so you could be talking mad shit. It's fine. This is my home. This is my new baby.
Wow.
It's bigger than my head, but I love her so much. And yeah, I'm not kidding when I say I'm like the world's biggest Mass Effect fan.
Was that a part of like a special edition for the game, or you just bought that by itself?
No, it was part of the legendary cache. So you got the helmet, you got like an N7 letter. I got 2 massive prints because it was from the BioWare store, and a bunch of other really fun goodies. No game though. You know, the legendary cache does not come with the game, but that's okay.
Interesting.
Did you know that? Did you know that this YouTube channel is Mark Mear's favorite YouTube channel on the Citadel?
You should play it and prove it.
I will.
Is it really? Is it really? No, it's not.
Yeah, we got him to do a. It's like, hi, I'm Mark Mear. I'm the voice of Commander Shepard, and I freaking love comics. Is my favorite YouTube channel on the Citadel.
You know what? I think I've heard that. I'm not even like this is not me blowing you up right now. I think I actually have heard that.
Let's see. Let's see if we can find it.
Yeah, and then
go ahead. You guys keep talking.
So, being the just complete fucking dork that I am, I took the clips of him saying that, found like a clip of the part in Mass Effect when he's getting people to like the actual favorite on the Citadel part, and just put him over it so it looks like we're in the game. I don't know.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Hey, so we got a new like mod bot in the thing. Let me fix it real quick. Comics to break your heart. So sorry about that. That wasn't us. I guess she probably gave like a bunch of like heart eyes or emojis or something, and the Nightbot said no and deleted her.
Did you program our Nightbot to be an asshole?
It just comes. It's an asshole by default. So let me go through here real quick.
Asshole setting.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 more before. Two more things. I'm watching Handmaid's Tale. I watched the first 3 episodes, and it's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
And it's really
terrifying.
Good. And then I'm also me and my fiance, soon to be wife, on the 11th. By the way, congratulations, Judah. We're totally obsessed with 90 Day Fiance, and we've been watching all the seasons, and it's so trashy. I love it.
Big Ed, poor Big Ed.
Oh my god, we just watched the one where the 2 ladies like I can't even remember their names. Fernanda and the other one had like a legit fight during the episode at the end, and it was awesome. But yeah, Aramis has a question for you, by the way.
I did see that. So your girl is a 1-woman Turian. I'm sorry.
Oh wow,
1-woman Turian.
I'm a Yogg.
I mean, to be fair, okay, so Garrus is Shepard's boyfriend, and I respect that. James Vega is my boyfriend. It's okay.
He's such a beefcake.
I think I'm the only person in the history of like Mass Effect that like literally will die for James Vega, and that's okay. It's fine. More beefcake for me.
The only reason, and literally the only reason I don't pick kill is because of Edie. I'm such a stan. I'm never gonna kill her.
That and because it's the wrong ending. Obviously, we are pro control in this house.
What? Oh my god, you're like the elusive man.
Nope.
You're the elusive Mars.
Nope.
I feel like true fans would want to get every ending though. If you're gonna play through 7 times, you might as well choose.
Wait, only 7? That's it?
Oh wow, getting schooled here. I've never picked Control. I did Synthesis a couple times, and that's a nice feel good ending. But it's so stupid that I can't keep doing it. I go with Kill. I think Kill's the right choice. Just my opinion here.
Hear me out. I won't write my 10-page essay like I normally do. But if you pick Kill, They specifically state that there's no guarantee that the Reapers won't come back through the relays. It only kills those that are in the relays. Whereas if you pick Control, Whereas if you pick Control, Shepard has full control over the Reapers and can keep them from ever turning on humanity and the rest of the galaxy ever again.
But Mars, you're forgetting a critical detail. If you pick Control, then you're not really picking Control. You've been indoctrinated.
Nah, the indoctrinated theory is a scam and created by Angry Joe to sell YouTube views.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Judah,
Cool.
but you're forgetting one important detail.
There's one important detail.
One important detail.
Nice.
I'm sorry I just commandeered your show and turned it into a whole Mass Effect podcast, but that's the mood I'm in right now.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Speaking of commandeering our show, why don't you tell us what you've been reading and what you've been up to lately?
Okay.
From a nerd standpoint.
From a nerd standpoint, what have I been reading? Okay. I only lasted 15 minutes, chat. So if y'all were in my Instagram earlier, my Instagram live hyping up the show, I said as a joke, how long is it going to take me before I start talking about Tom King? We made it 16 minutes, y'all! Yay! So no, I love the local library. I would not be anywhere without the local library. Got a bunch of books out recently. 2 of them being Tom King books for Batman. So the Deluxe Edition, Volume 5, and City of Bane. I know those are 2 really weird and out of place books, but they're what they had. I still stand by that this is the best Batman run ever created. It is so smart. Bane literally plays like Batman and the whole city of Gotham like putty, and then Thomas Wayne does the same thing, and it's so smart. This book is so smart. I love it so much.
It's a controversial run, but I really liked it.
It literally split the fandom.
Mm-hmm. I was on Team King though.
You know what's funny? I didn't read it, and I was only wondering. I'm like, I went on Twitter one day, and I was like, what? Because this is like, usually when people are getting canceled, it's like, whoop, said the N-word or something came out or something crazy. There was so much hate for Tom King. I'm like, what did he do? And I'm clicking through, and I'm like, is it they don't like his story? These getting this level of hate for the story he told? I was like,
but that's how Batman fans are, unfortunately. Yeah. Batman fans are very very protective and will come at you with pitchforks. And my whole theory why people don't like Tom King's run, and this is going to seem controversial, but my whole theory why people don't like Tom King's run is because either A, they are so used to the way Batman normally is, and because this book takes Batman completely to another direction, that they like it, or B, this is the controversial part, people are just not smart enough to understand how big, because it's massive. It's not just 1 or 2 arcs. It is 75 issues of storytelling. And not unfortunately, because it's what makes it great, but if you don't read it from start to finish, yes, you're missing a lot of puzzle pieces and you're missing a lot of the buildup. And I feel like that's not what people, understand.
Option A, people A, that just it departs from the norm, they really have no excuse because they stuck around for Grant Morrison's run, which was way, I think, weirder.
Weirder, definitely.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, it's you can't just tell you can't just tell Hush 50 bazillion times,
Now hear me out. Yes, you can, because Thomas Elliott is great and does not get enough recognition. I will always take more stories about Hush.
Fair enough. What does Danny have to say about this? Scott Snyder is 1A for me. Tom King is 1B as far as Batman runs. I love Snyder. I'm not gonna. Don't force me to pick between Tom King and Scott Snyder because I think they both.
Apparently, he doesn't want to either because they're both number 1.
Yeah.
But really, if I read that, just admit Tom King is number 2. Then is that what the means?
Yeah.
Typically,
I don't want to say 2.
When we're alphabetizing, 1A is better than 1B. Also, Michael Malone has a very good point. Batwoman is the superior Bat. 100%.
Yeah. It's she's definitely great.
Fair.
I love that.
So what else? Did you stop by? Were you able to stop by the LCS today?
Oh, I did. Yes, I grabbed lots of things. That's probably my cue to show off my million things.
Stuff.
So I picked up a book from last week because I was too dumb to pick it up, and that was Teen Titans Academy #2. I've really been loving Teen Titans Academy. It's just a really nice feel-good story. Kind of, ooh, I'm big now. Teen Titans Academy #2 kind of feels like a really fun X-Men story, but for DC Comics, so I'm kind of loving that. I also picked up The Good Asian. Really excited for that.
What's
Dead
the premise
Dogs.
of that one? It looks like a noir, like detective thing.
I believe it is.
So I've read the first few pages of it, and it seems like kind of like a coming to American experience kind of thing with some
Very noir.
With
some
some
noir
murder?
elements. Yeah,
Very
some-
noir.
Yeah.
So we've got that. We have Dead Dogs Bite #3, which I've been loving. It's by cartoonist Tyler Boss, who I absolutely love. From Mad Cave Studios, one of my favorite publishers on the planet. Beckstar #1. I've already read this because they gave me a preview copy, and I love them for that. But this is just a fun Cowboy Bebop space adventure. Also picked up Heroes Reborn, but like, let's be honest, I only picked it up for the Wonder Woman. I mean, whoever she is cover. I don't know if she's cute. I like her. From Boom Studios, because Boom has been killing it. Eve #1. This seems like a really fun post-apocalyptic story that I'm down for. Another #3. This is Hollow Heart from Volt Comics. It's a queer monster romance, probably my favorite book right now, period. From Image Comics, Die came back, so spent that dumb bitch money as Jen calls it.
I can't follow. I like Die, but I feel lost nowadays when I'm reading it.
Oh, it's very. But at this point, there's only 4 more issues, so I might as well just run with it.
There's this controversial opinion that if you don't get it, if you get lost, it's just you're not smart enough for it. So I don't know.
I might not be smart enough for Die.
Very possible.
I'm just kidding.
And then the last 3 I picked up are all kind of cover buys. So Crime Syndicate #3, which is a Babstar Power or Ultra Woman cover. Batman 108, Miracle Molly first appearance. It's another Archer. I'll probably read this one though. And then I am falling into the Red Hype train or Red X train. And yeah, I'm doing it. I don't even care anymore, guys. I'm subjected to it. But that's everything I picked up this week.
Dope.
Radical. Totally radical. Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely some titles there that I kind of want to check out. Beckstar. So the we haven't put anything on the calendar yet, but we're supposed to talk to the Beckstar.
Yes.
Uh-oh. No.
He froze.
So we're supposed to talk to the Beckstar team
We're
soon.
supposed to talk to the Beckstar team soon.
Yep, that's what I got out of that, and he's
That would
right.
be. I know it's Corallo. I can't. Joe. I was gonna call him Jim. Joe Corallo and Lorenzo. Don't make me pronounce this.
Colonoscopy.
Coloneghi. I don't know. They're great, and Joe's great. I've had a couple conversations with Joe, so y'all are gonna have a fun time with that one. And this book is just so much fun that you're gonna have a lot to talk about. Like, this is literally a fun Cowboy Bebop adventure, y'all.
Yeah. You were talking about how you love Mad Cave. Is that what you said?
I do. I love Mad Cave. Is great.
Have you read Villainous?
Yes, Villainous is really, really great. Stargazer is my favorite title from them, though. I love Stargazer to itty bitty pieces.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Yeah, I have to get on that. We just posted Stoney Williams the interview today because and I bought the trade paperback. It's out.
Okay.
Yeah, but we can keep going. He'll come back. We gotta do the what is it? The contest we have going on, and I want him to announce that. So we'll buy him some time. Was that all your books?
That was all my books that I picked up this week. A lot of stuff I got to read. So
you said dumb. You said 2 things: dumb bitch money, and another one was, hey, he's back.
Ever since I left Hawaii, my internet sucked. I had the best internet in Hawaii. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah. So
anyway,
what was I gonna say? So dumb bitch money. You brought that up, and you also brought up cover buys.
Cover buys.
So unless it's a trade, right? So trades, I usually will buy because I really like we talked to them on the show, and they got me to love it or something like that. Like if I buy a trade, that means I intend to read the story. But if I buy single issues, they're pretty much all cover buys with dumb bitch money, like money that I really probably shouldn't be spending.
I would say a good. It used to be 70-30.
Yeah.
Now it's like a good, I would say 40-50 split.
I don't know. I don't know if my wife, man eater's in the chat or not. I hope not. But like, like she thinks there's like a love for comics. Like, yeah, no, buy what you love. Like no, it's like really like no. The cover was pretty. I don't even really intend to read this. It's just really awesome. So first up on that is Ultra Mega #2. Let's see how's that going.
Well, that's one of Jen's favorite books right now.
Yeah, like I haven't started it, but look at that. That's so dope.
Pretty.
And then I got Carnage, Black, White, and Blood. Got that one out. Now we'll talk about one more out of here when I'm done with this pile. But a little plug. I got this cover. So I am reading this. Really good. But if you notice the little discoloration there, that glows in the dark. So if I were to turn off the lights, which I don't feel like doing right now, but maybe later, this will all glow in the dark. So, of course, that was a buy. And he calls me up, my LCS dude. He calls me up, and he's like, hey, so we got a glow in the dark. And I'm like, yes, that. What? He's like, oh, I haven't even told you what it is. Doesn't matter.
That's so useful, too, because, like, right now I have a lot of trouble reading comics in the dark. So, like, if more of them were glowing.
Well, it's not really about reading them. It's about finding them. And so, like, I'm like, I want to start Geiger. I just turn off the lights and find my glow in the dark one. And then I pull it out. So actually super useful. Way of X #1. Check out this. Look at those colors.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
That is so good.
Yeah, that's a good one.
If any of these have price tags on them, that's tacky. I'm not trying to flex, but check this shit out.
Layla Starr, Jen's favorite book of the whole year, and it's already gone to 3rd printing.
It's foil. Like I know that Turtz, like, so I know how it sounds, and I'm sorry, and I'm sure it's a super great story.
But it's foil.
Actually, technically, it's chromium.
Chromium, whatever the fuck. But it is really, it shines in the light, and it looks like metal. And then the other ones I didn't get for covers, actually, I am reading, so like crossover, and all that. But I will say, I did get a package in from the Discordia guys, and let me tell you what, these guys do not miss. I guarantee you that if you like horror anthology, if you like horror comics at all, if you check out Discordia #1, which yours truly is in, and I die a great death. It's pretty awesome. They got within the first 24 hours, they got like $4,500, and out of the 9 they need, and they got like 25 days to go. Like they're gonna crush it. These guys, and Biermeyer is the artist. And I got a painting by him. And anyways, check out Discordia.
Fuck yeah. So today's kind of a special day on this live stream, because. And I'm just going to kind of like make myself big, so to speak, real quick.
He's going to Ant-Man it, guys.
Check this out. You guys see this? Isn't that dope?
Oh, is that one autograph you did yourself? And you said it looks just like Kevin Eastman?
Yeah, this is the one. No, this is I got this signed actually. This is from Hawaii Comic-Con. It's a Hawaii Comic-Con exclusive. Yeah, I mean,
so this was really, really surprising to me when you pitched me that idea, and you said, "Hey, what do you think about this as a contest?" That's the comic you keep pointing to that says, like, technically, hold it back up again. Technically, that is an original Kevin Eastman art piece. You know what I mean?
So I actually have a couple of these that I got. So I wouldn't give away my last one.
You didn't have to say all that. You are the worst salesman ever.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I'm less impressed than everyone else should be too.
This is a canon. This illustration of Donatello is a canon illustration. I mean, it's done by Kevin Eastman, so it's canon.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're gonna be giving that away. Robo, you want to kind of go into a little bit more detail about how the.
Yeah, so our asshole bot, Nightbot, has a little like prize giveaway thing. I turned off the emojis limiter, so I don't know why that's a thing anyway. I guess there's some channels out there who really hate emojis.
Blasphemy.
Yeah, I'm like, what? Why would you want more emojis, please? But what we'll do is we have. I was going to say we have it running, but apparently we don't. All right. So, are we starting right now? Is that why you're bringing this up?
We could do it right now, or we could. Yeah.
Well, we don't have to. We don't have to run it. We don't have to pull it right now.
Let's explain it though.
Yeah, but what it is everybody in the chat who wants to be a part of, who wants to be in the entry, go ahead right now or anytime before the end of the show. Enter ! Enter me. ENTERME, one word.
And we'll send we'll do another reminder of that a little bit later. But
you could enter now. Everybody has the same amount of luck. We don't have any limitations. I was gonna say like something like mods can't win, but typically that's like 80% of our audience, so that wouldn't be fair.
Okay, we got. I see a couple. I see 3.
Yep, Aramis is in. Comics Make Your Heart is in. Danny M is in. Yep, wow, this spot works. TM Nerdy's in. Yeah, so we're gonna keep going.
Is
we'll
TM Nerdy in?
At the poll.
Because TM Nerdy didn't include the exclamation point.
Yeah, I guess it took it. Because I see on the thing. Arc eligible. Oh, I like that. Look at that. Oh, are you subscribed? Yeah, you are. You got to be subscribed too. We will be checking that also.
Yeah. So yeah. Everyone who's in the chat. Everyone who's in the chat right now, definitely make sure that you also subscribe. It's just a little clicky click, and then you can subscribe and have a chance of winning this thing.
No, Michael, you're only one person here. I mean, if you want it, you can enter. It's all going to be randomized anyway, and you don't get paid, so you might as well. Yes, thank you, Ace.
I want to see what that looks like when I make it big. Whoa!
And she has fancy ones too.
That's a good point, Ace. I like how you put that. I can understand it. Like I can read that.
Modern hieroglyphics.
Cool. Yep. So we'll do another reminder about this later. But someone in this chat right now is going to go to sleep knowing that they own one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles color classics, which is like colorized reprints of like old Mirage Run stuff. Oh, I apologize, Ace. I'm sorry. That is right. That is they. But yeah,
you gotta be here. You got to be here, though. What would you say? We wouldn't be on more than another 45 minutes tops, right? Maybe an hour, if we're like having the most amount of fun. I'm not drinking, so I'm like I'm talking like a normal amount. Like my sentences are stopping when they should, and so this will go not as long. So it's good.
So we're gonna kind of get into the news, but first. Oh shit! Did you know? Mars is not watching Invincible. Can you believe that shit?
It's not okay. Hear me out. I need to explain. Hear me out. Let me explain.
Have you at least read the book?
I read the first volume. Hated the. Okay, I gotta explain that too. All right, I'm not watching Invincible because I don't have an Amazon Prime account. But I will hopefully within the next week or two or something. Somebody's gonna give me access. I don't know, and then I'll watch it all, and we'll all be happy. But I did read Invincible Volume 1 last year before I even knew the show was coming out. Mm-hmm. Finally read it because it had been sitting on my shelf and didn't hate it, but didn't love it. I'm like, this is boring. It's just your average superhero story. Then the Invincible, but then the Invincible show pops up, and then all of a sudden this dude is killing people, and I'm like, wait a second. I wish y'all told me that this is how the book goes because I would have been way more interested. So now people are telling me to read past volume 1 and I'll understand. So
the first 5 minutes of the show, I was like, oh yeah, this is standard superhero shit.
It just seems like exactly. It seems like a standard superhero thing. And then I guess after volume 1, it starts to get weird and evil. And I'm like, God damn, I wish I had been reading this. So I'm definitely going to revisit it.
Yeah, in episode 1. And I wonder how much feedback they got like that, right? I wonder like how the sales did on volume 2, 3, 4, and how many times people said the same thing you're saying to where, oh, wow, that's spoilery. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, I don't even see it. It's fine.
Okay. Hey, I mean, that episode 1, they did tell you. Which is cool.
This last episode, I'm not gonna. I'll try not to spoil it too much for Mars, but I'll say this in vague terms: it was like awesome. So compelling. The whole episode I watched like this.
Yeah,
like just.
And me and Michael Malone were having a discussion on DMs where I'm not ready to say that Omni-Man is evil.
Ooh.
What?
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, the slaughter of episode 6.
I know.
Or 8 or
I
whatever.
kind of just want to get into it, but no, I can't. Like, all right, well, meet me in. So on our Discord, everybody here, we have a Discord, and I'll drop the link here in a second. We have a room in there for spoiler talk. So that's everybody else. We'll go in the spoiler chat. I'll explain to you why. If he were real, of course, me, Robo Strange, would. This horrible piece of shit. Somebody has to stop him. But being able to remove myself from it and like let's have a philosophical discussion about it. There's a weird argument I made for myself that was like,
That's how he was raised.
No.
Some people's kids, you know.
Hey, he's a product of his time. No, no. It's not. It's really not that. But I'm really stopping myself from going forward. So let's just keep going because I really want to spoil the shit.
So I was chatting with Mars earlier, and one thing that I did find out is that she has seen the Bad Batch. Did the two of you ever read the old, not that old, but like a few years ago, Kanan the Last Padawan? It was.
I read the first issue because I own the first issue and I didn't realize I did. And recently I picked up the first issue and read it and want to read the rest of it. So I'm familiar with
you know what I'm going to say. You know what I'm going to say. It's like they sort of retconned the whole Kanan origin. Like it's vaguely similar.
I wouldn't say they retconned. The way that I see it is it's the same origin from a different point of view. Because we get Kanan's, see what I did there, from a certain point of view.
It's a very Star Warsy way of putting it.
Very, very proud of myself on that one. But when we think about the comic Kanan the Last Padawan and his origin story there versus what we saw in the Bad Batch yesterday, it's like a skewed perspective. Because if you think about it, it's the perspective of a scared child. Whereas the Bad Batch perspective is, outsider looking in. So I do think that they are similar origins. I don't think that it was retconned. I just think it's from a different point of view.
So in Kanan's memory, he like a couple of the clones, and his master like beheads one of them. It's like a very brutal like scene of fighting. Mm-hmm. But in I guess, I don't know, I would say if we were going to pick which one was more vivid, I guess, if we were talking about points of view, what narrator is more reliable, I would say probably the show would be the more reliable narrator. It's like he didn't kill anybody. He just got scared, and then his master told him to run, and he fucking booked it. So I don't know. Yeah. Besides that, I'm not saying I hated that. I didn't like it at first, but as I've marinated on it, I've come to appreciate it a little bit more. But the episode itself, pretty awesome. Really took me back to the Clone Wars and Rebels and all the things I liked about those.
It feels like a really nice blend between Rebels and Clone Wars. Because, like, I myself, there are parts about Rebels that I really like. I really love the characters from Rebels, but I think there are some very hokey things about it. And that one is, I feel like, more scaled down for children. Whereas Clone Wars felt, yeah, it is a kid show, but we're going to kill a bunch of people and it's going to be very adult. So I feel like it's a nice blend between the middle and the fact that David Filoni is back. At this point, I trust that man with my life when it comes to Star Wars. He could do whatever he wants.
Bafangul. Yeah, he's amazing. I agree.
Now the question is, because David Filoni's doing the Bad Batch, how long before Ahsoka shows up? Because she's going to show up at some point or has a cameo.
She absolutely has to, and I'll be mad if she doesn't.
Same. 100%. Yeah.
I'll be mad if she doesn't. I'll be mad if Ezra's not even born yet, is he?
No.
Yeah, Ezra's not born yet. Is alive right now?
Who?
Sabine Wren, the Twi'lek member of the Ghost crew.
You mean Hera?
Hera. Yeah, you're right. Sabine's
probably, especially because I think Twi'leks age differently than humans, so she could easily be the same, if not older than Kanan, however we pronounce his name. I always go back and forth between the two.
Right on. Cool. Yeah, I'm excited to see how that goes. Robo, you didn't watch it yet?
I have not. No. Is it a series or just like a single show?
It's a series. The first episode was this weekend, or this week. It was on Tuesday, right?
Mm-hmm. Yesterday, Star Wars Day.
Yep. Star Wars Day on the 4th. Yeah. So yeah, we'll keep watching that. We'll keep seeing. So news time. So how stoked are you two about the new MCU release dates and titles that were announced? Because I'm pretty stoked, and pair that with like the footage from the Black Widow and the Eternals and Shang-Chi. I think Phase 4 is gonna be pretty dope.
Phase 4 is going to be super dope. I'm mostly excited for Loki. Is that trailer of that Loki?
Loki's going to be fun.
Loki's going to be fun.
I think it's going to be just the way that a lot of the shit's going. I have a feeling it's going to have a Legion sort of vibe to it. I don't know. Some of the way the scenes are like the cinematography and the music. I have a feeling it's going to be a lot of that. Like you think you know what's going on and you don't. I think it played well in WandaVision, but I think it's going to be done in a more like Legion-y kind of style. If you guys remember that show,
I can agree with that.
I think the MCU is going to draw from the Exiles. Like, I think it's going to be like this, like kind of like interdimensional thing where like we're going to see a lot of the same events occurring differently over and over and over, and I think that's going to be kind of like because like I don't know if you guys ever saw Exiles, but it was like early 2000s series, and then they kind of revamped it like more recently. But it's like a team of like mutants and various characters from different realities. Like you remember Blink from Age of Apocalypse? Like she's one of the characters on the team, and they're basically like going like to every different reality and like fixing little problems. So like there's one story arc where they're like they're on like the Shi'ar ship, like dealing with like Phoenix Saga shit. So I don't know, it's kind of dope, but I feel like that's kind of the direction that this Loki show is going to go in. I think
so. In other words, Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness, where we're just reliving the same thing over and over again. Crack the code.
Station. Yes, that would be. I mean, that's definitely reality. Multiple realities definitely seems to be the direction that they're going in. Yeah. We have Black Widow coming out in July. We got Shang-Chi coming out in September. We got the Eternals, which I think is the one I'm the most excited about, coming out in October. Got Spider-Man No Way Home coming out in December. Holy shit, so many movies just in this year. And then next year we got Doctor Strange in March, Thor, Love and Thunder in May, which I'm also very stoked for. Wakanda Forever, which I'm stoked. I'm just stoked to learn what's going to happen there because I don't know.
How do you follow up after what happened?
How do you follow up? I hope whatever I have faith in them. Whatever they're going to do is going to be respectful. And then, did you guys see this Marvels thing? November 2022. It's going to be Monica, Carol, and Kamala.
The way it should be. The way it should be. And I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they threw Captain Marvel in there somewhere too.
People keep speculating. People keep speculating on that. I don't know if that's going to happen yet, but that would be awesome. And there's talk about the Blue Marvel as jumping in on that. But say what?
Are you heard that for real?
I saw a article about it, but I can't remember if it was from We Got This Covered or not. So it might.
You know what? Let me tell you something. So, are you going to talk about the Superman at all? I didn't look at the notes. So me and Mars.
That's so new that I didn't get a chance to like put it on the show notes. But we'll definitely talk about it.
So then I'll just bring it up right now. You brought up the Blue Marvel. Blur Without Fear was talking about like, and not just him. A lot of Twitter is talking about how upset they are that DC is putting out a Superman movie. And they're gonna cast a black actor for it, and it's gonna be a standalone, not part of the main universe. That's cool, but it's Kal-El.
I agree with the Blur Without Fear on that one. I read what he wrote, and I wholeheadother agree that you have so many black Supermen that are not Kal-El.
Yeah, and then the whole thing behind like, because there's already a good the other people's stories weren't good. I'm like, there's a lot of characters, even in comic books, that are like bland, and then when a good writer picks them up, now they're good, right? I mean, 100%. You could have taken a crappy character that wasn't ever fleshed out and made them good for the show. But here's the deal. What if Marvel looked at that misstep, sees that it's not really like, people are kind of like squinting their eyes at it, and then say, you know what? All the people mad that they're doing, instead of choosing one of the black Supermen, they just make Kal-El black. we'll just bring out Blue Marvel. Bring out Blue Marvel right now. That would be
so
super dope.
So Eva, I also support Black Superman 100%. There's so many Black Superman. It's kind of like it's like a slap in the face. Like, oh, we're just gonna make Kal-El black instead of introduce one of the plethora of awesome Black Superman out there. That's what the Blurred talking about.
Yeah, there are Black Kryptonians, and we're not going to use them. Yeah,
right.
I mean, shit. There's Icon, which is not
an
unknown. You know what I mean?
And Milestones is back.
Milestone is back. Yeah. And wasn't there rumors too that the Static Shock movie is going to be put into production too? So that would be a great time for them to incorporate Icon and Rocket.
That's right.
Other Milestone characters in the Milestone universe.
Absolutely, 100%. Are you guys going to collect all these Hellfire Gala books? Are you?
Oh my god, I want to. So just for the covers alone,
they're great covers.
I want them so bad. Am I going to read the Hellfire Gala? Probably not. Am I going to be a dumb bitch and buy all the red carpet covers? Probably. That's how we roll.
I think I'm definitely gonna probably buy those covers.
Are any of them going to be shiny? Because I'll buy them.
They're going to be they're really pretty covers. I've switched gears with X-Men. I was following and now I'm trade waiting. It's just it's too much.
And even more than that, I'm gonna wait to get the Omnis. Like I want it all. I get the fat one, because that's what I did with just recently with Saga. Yeah, got it right here. I got every Saga that's out in one big giant fat book.
Oh, the big $50 floppy book.
Yeah. I got it right here actually. So. And the book's in the same spot as what I showed it last time.
That book makes me so sad because not only because Saga's on hiatus and Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples have abandoned us as their children, but just that version of Saga alone, because I appreciate and I love that for $50 you get all 50 issues of Saga that are out right now and you're all caught up. Why isn't it a hardback book? It is a book that is and with it being so fat and so thick, you're going
probably to make it affordable.
That's what I'm thinking. But personally, they put out the complete collections, which are 3. They're like $30 a piece, but they're hardcover, and they basically have 3 volumes in one. I think those are so much prettier, nicer to hold. Yeah. They just are so much more appealing than that big fat. Whatever.
If they had put out this compendium in hardcover, 100% would have bought it.
I have all 9 the floppies, not floppies, the skinnies.
The skinnies.
I'm sad that I got this.
I like that term. I'm gonna steal that. The skinnies.
Yeah, the little teensy trades.
I love that. The skinnies.
And only because it's sitting here and and not because it's on topic, but it is hardcover. I did pick this up.
Oh, that is pretty. That's gorgeous.
Is nice. That is very nice. You don't really like Saga that much, do you? Or you've been trying to read it for like 2 years.
Yeah, and you know what though? It's not that I dislike it. It's just nothing has, and I know it's coming. Like you guys, I've heard you guys talk about it so much that the kind of explosiveness and the pacing that I need for my ADD is coming, but I just need to get there because right now I'm kind of still in the beginning and it's kind of like giving the setting and all that stuff, and I want superpowers and things blowing up, which is coming. I know
it's so good, man. You just got to get through there. It's so good.
I love Saga. It's my favorite book of all time. I have gotten more people on dating apps to read Saga than I have had second dates. Like that is my goal. It's like I go on a date, you have to read Saga, and they do, and it's fantastic.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you haven't caught on yet, I don't.
Can you say something so you can put it down?
Lying.
Just say like, oh, that's great. Okay.
If you haven't fallen in love with Saga yet, and I hate to say this, I don't think you will.
This is where I'm at.
For me personally,
so you know.
Those first couple pages, I was in. I was out.
Really?
First couple pages had me. Like that first volume alone, like the first skinny, I was in from the get-go. And I feel like that's kind of where you're at. And I feel like if you're not there yet, I feel like there might not be any hope for you, Robo.
So I love it. I love it, but Robo
don't give up.
Robo said something like, you said it was like SJW nonsense or something.
Shut the fuck up. You're such a liar. That is not true.
You said it was what was killing comics.
Yeah, I bet. This is pretty fucking dope.
It's
Like
the best
when I
girl.
get there,
She's
yeah.
great. She's great.
Do you know the panel I'm talking about where Lion Cat? She's like,
Yeah.
no one's ever gonna love me, and
Yeah,
Lion
yeah.
Cat is like lying, and I'm like,
I
Oh,
cry
shit.
every
This
time.
is-
Doesn't matter how many times I've read the book. I get to that scene where Sophie is talking about how she's dirty and nobody will love
Yeah.
her, and oh
Right.
my god, probably one of the best moments in comics. Period. Let alone in Saga.
Oh,
Brian
see,
K.
this is
Vaughan-
dope.
Brian K. Vaughan is a genius. I think
He
I
is.
think he's yeah.
I
He's amazing.
When I
I'm
think
gonna
about,
give it a go. Don't give up hope on me.
I'm not giving up hope. But if you can't read Saga, then I highly recommend reading Pride of Baghdad and We Stand on Guard, which are two other really, really great Brian K. Vaughan books that I feel like nobody ever talks about. Everybody always talks about Saga and Paper Girls. No one ever talks about We Stand on Guard and Pride of Baghdad.
He also did a Mystique run that people don't really talk
He
about.
did.
That was amazing.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's really badass.
No.
You got so
Ace,
I felt like
got it. Danny, debate me, bro.
I love what Ace said. Oh, I'm going to put that on a t-shirt. Read Saga to piss off a comic skater. I
There it
fucking
is.
love that.
There it is.
Thank you so much, Ace. I love you.
any comic
Careful.
skater
You
that
get doxxed.
any comic skater that trashes Saga has destroyed all their credibility.
I agree.
So check this out. Heavy Metal Humble Bundle to benefit the Hero Initiative. This is a very good deal. So the reason I'm reporting it right now is because I love everyone in the chat. I love the viewers, the subs. I love all of you guys, and I want you to benefit from this awesome deal. So Heavy Metal Magazine is launching a Humble Bundle campaign in order to support the Hero Initiative, which helps financially support comic creators. The science fiction magazine is launching the Humble Bundle. The Humble Comic Bundle, say that 5 times fast, but Heavy Metal's Heaviest Metal, which features $341 worth of stories. Among the stories in the bundle are tales by George Romero, that's the Night of the Living Dead dude, and Dylan Sprouse, who's, I think it's called Sun Eater or Sin Eater or something, but he's writing a book for Heavy Metal, as well as artwork by Ben Templesmith. The bundle also contains Heavy Metal Magazine number 276, which features artwork by Jack Kirby. Heavy Metal Magazine 280. I think that's the Jack Kirby special. It's actually really cool. I have it. And then Heavy Metal 280, which features the debut of All-Star Superman writer Grant Morrison as editor-in-chief.
Ooh.
And then the 300th issue, which features work from the late Richard Corbin, who will be missed. But basically, I was looking at this the other day. It is a fuck ton of comic book and you can pay as little or as much as you want. There's like a $1 op. Like it's like one of those deals where you just like
you can pay what you want, basically.
Yeah, and it goes to a good cause, and you get a lot out of it. And Robo just kind of left for some reason.
The Lion Cat killed him. The Lion Cat got to him.
Lion Cat. He was like, I don't want to talk about this bullshit. I gotta go read some more Super Frog. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Everyone wrote that's not Robo. I'm just being an asshole. But yeah, do you read heavy metal at all, or do you?
I have read one book by them, and it was called Tarna, and I really loved it. And let's be honest, I read it to get my Red Sonja fix because I have not read Dynamite since they pulled that nasty stuff with Comicsgate a couple years ago. So I was like, Tarna's going to get me through my Red Sonja fix.
Mars, I want you to hold that thought because we do have some red. We are going to have some Red Sonja talk a little bit later.
Segue.
That is a good segue. Is that the next thing? Actually, that is the next thing. Wow.
Look at that. Mind reader.
Yeah. So this is really badass and I'm super excited about it. But Hannah John Kamen, you guys know who she is. She's the Ant-Man and the Wasp. She's been cast to play Red Sonja. It's going to be directed by Joey Soloway, the creator and showrunner of Amazon's Transparent, which I don't watch. But I'll check it out now just to see what we're getting. But I'm just stoked that there's going to be a Red Sonja movie. Finally.
This movie has been, I feel like, in production or talks forever. It originally had Bryan Singer attached to it, and I was really fucking worried because Bryan Singer does not have a great track record. Was like, do not want him making this movie about a lady. Don't want it. Then he got dropped, and it was like, okay, well, we're never getting a Red Sonja movie.
You, Eva.
And I really am excited. Let's be honest, I think I am more excited over the casting than most people would care to admit. And that is partially because I think she's a fantastic actress. She did I think she brings that ferocity to the role. She really did that with Ghost and Ant-Man and the Wasp. She was definitely the better part of that movie, if I'm being honest. But I really just love reading the comments and seeing fanboys cry that a woman of color is being cast as their scantily clad warrior babe. It's hilarious.
Please make it the Gale run. That's my only request is
100%.
Yeah. Pansexual woman of color? Yes, please. That'd be dope.
That'd be great. That'd be great. I love it. Yeah. But like people are just getting upset and it's like, listen, pals, if you don't like it, then don't watch it. Don't read it.
Right.
I haven't I'm sure it's happening. Maybe it's just because I've insulated myself from assholes on Twitter, but I haven't seen anyone bitch about it yet.
It was all over Facebook. I don't know about Twitter because I saw the announcement on Facebook and happened to just sit in the comments and laugh.
It's happening. You just
I just don't follow this.
That's it right there. I was gonna say, but it was gonna sound like a bad thing, but it's not a bad thing. I don't know what else to call it besides an echo chamber, but I used to be really against the echo chamber, right? And I used to like make sure that I had all this. After a while, I just found that it's fucking unhealthy. It's not good. And so like I'm not gonna follow the quartering just to make sure that my feed only has I don't want to just be agreed with. Fuck the quartering. Fuck Comics Gator. So 9 times out of 10, I don't know what's going on in their little fucking shitty fucking world unless somebody reposts it. So,
but it's like they announced it, and again, I'm not trying to do like a whole look how great I am, but like my first emotion, sincerely, was just excitement. Like there was no part of me. I was just like fuck. I was just like fuck yeah.
It's a Red Sonja movie.
Yes, exactly. And then I started seeing all the tweets from the people I follow that were like, "Huh, fucking fanboys can't handle this. Hannah John Kamen being." And that was when it first kind of registered. Where I was like, "Oh yeah, that's right. She's a woman of color." I guess some people must be pissed about that. But the only thing I've seen on it is people clapping back at those people. I haven't seen those people actually bitching.
That's what happens.
Doesn't mean they're not bitching.
That's
it just
what happens
means
when you only listen to when you only hear one side of telephone conversation.
Yeah,
bro, you're talking to yourself. I'm on the phone.
But anyway, I'm super.
The quartering did a whole show on it. So.
Oh great!
And he's not a small channel.
I forgot the quartering existed. What about
you? Don't follow them.
Yeah. So speaking of some adaptations,
Michael Malone says the quartering is a bellend, mate.
Hey, Robo, do you remember when we had Justin Jordan on the show?
Yeah.
If anyone wants to see it, check out our playlist, The Pros Talk, because it's there. I'm not making it up. Anyway, he's the co-creator of The Strange Talent of Luther motherfucking Strode, and there's going to be a live action film adaptation.
That's going to be a fucking good one.
Yeah, then people are going to love that. I'm still doing some revisions on the script, although it's pretty close and the tweaks are minor. We've been in talks with the director, so the project is moving along nicely, which sadly is about all I can say publicly, but I'm happy. We're happy too, Justin.
Justin Jordan, you said, right?
Yeah, Justin Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Find the link to it.
Now hear me out.
Oh yeah.
Hear me out.
Here we go.
Listen, I'm happy for Justin. I want a live adaptation of his other story, Reaver, because I just feel like that would be a lot of fun. And especially considering we're getting Suicide Squad from DC, we're getting Guardians of the Galaxy from Marvel. That is literally the perfect blend of those two in a fantasy setting. I feel like people would eat that up. I really do.
Fuck it, just make a Jordan verse, bring it all together.
Like the Millar, the Millar verse. And speaking of which, doesn't Jupiter's Legacy come out Friday?
It does. I'm not hyped. I'm not saying it's not going to be good, but I'm just not really hyped for it yet. To me, Jupiter's Legacy was like a IP farmed that was meant to be a fucking. So I don't know. The comic fan in me is not. Yeah.
I never read that one, but it's on Netflix. I own a Netflix account. I'll probably watch that probably before Invincible. So the world's going to hate me, but that's fine.
Shame on you.
Shame on me.
Yeah, I'm stoked. I hope his Shadow Man run is the one that ends up being in the in the Valiant cinematic universe someday. That'd be wonderful. Did you so crossover number 6, Robo, you were holding that up earlier.
Yeah.
Mars, you mentioned that you flipped through it. So I'm all caught up on crossover, and I took a few I just to show how little of a life I have, which is very, very little. Like very small little life. But sorry, I trailed off for a second. Yeah, so I took the time to list every single cameo that I could recognize in crossover number 6, and it is an extensive list. There's Valifax from what's it called?
When you say
Fucking,
cameo,
Country.
you mean like what they're supposed to be?
Yes, I mean characters from other comic books that are in crossover number 6.
Oh, straight up in it.
Yes,
Straight up.
So there's Valifax, which is the sword from God Country. There's all of the Paybacks, which are Donny Cates' characters. There's Mike Allred's Madman. There's Gertrude, who's the violent protagonist of Scotty Young's I Hate Fairyland. There's John Layman and Rob Gilroy's Tony Chu from Chu. Chu is in this. Savage Dragon is fucking all over it. There's like 3 panels of Savage Dragon. A Tomahawk, which is also a Cates character. There's Speak of the Motherfucking Devil, Luther Strode. There's Lucy from Kieran Gillen and James McKelvey's The Wicked and Plus Divine.
Luther Strode.
Wait, Lucy pops up?
Yep, Lucy pops up. Get this. There's Witchblade, and Witchblade is fighting Savage Dragon,
which is great.
The
in number 5?
6.
Oh, okay, that's why I'm looking at 5. I'm like, where is
there's the Darkness, which, you know, if you're gonna have Witchblade, you gotta have the Darkness. There's Astro City's Samaritan. There's Winged Victory and Jack in the Box. There's Retro Girl and Trip Hammer from Bendis and Oming's Powers. There's a bunch of rando 90s Liefeld characters like Prophet, Glory, Bloodstrike, Bloodwolf, and Brigade.
Who's that dude with the star eyeball? With the helmet, like he looks like he has a safety helmet on. You know what I'm talking about? Star Strike or some shit like that. It's this dude right here. You don't know who that is? He has a shiny like star eyeball thing. He's a Liefeld character. I didn't know his name. Neither do you.
Prophet, I think.
I don't know.
There's Evangelina Berserker, and there's also Max Damage and Jailbait from Irredeemable. Remember those, Robo?
Which one? Oh, Irredeemable. Yes. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes.
Max Damage and Jailbait.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then prominently featured is Hit Girl from the Millarverse. And then I was very pleased to see Battle Pope, Kirkman's Battle Pope there as well.
That's pretty awesome. So all the image good shit.
Everyone they could get their hands on. And then what I wrote here is there's more, but I gave up. Holy fuck.
You're missing my favorite.
She was sitting there too. She was like,
you missed my favorite.
Who did I miss?
Not even from Image Comics. Colonel Weird from Jeff Lemire's Black Hammer universe makes a special appearance.
Oh fuck!
In crossover number 6.
I've never
The coolest thing ever, because that's literally just what, like, everybody else is kind of Image. This is Dark Horse, and they were just like, "Fuck it, we're gonna take him too."
Wait, I had mute on for a second. Does Lucy pop up in?
It's in crossover number 6. Crossover number 6 has a bunch of shit, and I'm not ignoring you guys. Did Michael just say "fuck that dude" about me? I'm just kidding. He's talking about Kevin Sorbo. Yeah.
Kevin Sorbo?
Sorry.
Oh, I love Kevin. Oh, I love Hercules. I heart Hercules. We'll see how fast we can get canceled.
So Ace crossover number 6 has like 50 bazillion cameos from everything that's not big too, and it's crazy. And yeah, Danny Youngblood is in it. So anyone who's excited about Youngblood, who's definitely not me, can see that.
Let me see a picture of Youngblood.
That's like one of those weirdly drawn Liefeld characters.
Aren't all Rob Liefeld characters weird though? They have no feet.
That's him.
They're not real people.
That's literally who I just pulled up on the screen. Youngblood.
Okay, Youngblood.
Yeah, the guy with the safety helmet.
So yeah, that's that. Crossover number 6. I'm starting to really get into this crossover story, even though it's really cheap shots of like.
Sorry, Danny. Danny had already answered. We are not doing well with this chat here. You're right, Danny. You said Youngblood way back when, so sorry.
Yeah. So there's a whole bunch of it's pretty cool story. It's weird, but it's cool. It's definitely worth reading. So we got 2 more news items, and
then we announced the winner.
And then we're going to announce the winner. Before I hit these 2 news items, do you want to remind everyone how to participate in this?
Aramis is on it like white on rice, like flies on doo-doo.
Oh, Michael Malone here. Yes, you recommended Irredeemable, and it was really good.
Yes.
I didn't realize it was you. I thought it was that guy that we kicked out a year ago. The guy with the Italian name who said something racist. I can't remember.
Yeah. It was Michael. But I will say that whatever came after Irredeemable with the whole jailbait and what's his face, I kind of trailed off after that. But during the main Irredeemable thing, that was dope.
You're talking about Incorruptible.
Incorruptible is where I trailed off. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting notifications right now from Black
We are
Tidings
done, Danny. I'm sorry. Did we do spoilers? Yeah, that was fucking huge. Yeah, Judah.
It's been out for a week.
Yeah, but it's like, hey, if you haven't read it, here's everybody who shows up. Fuck you guys.
It's been out for a week. I'm sorry. I refuse to apologize to the chat for this one.
You should. You should have apologized. At least a spoiler warning, dickhead.
I refuse. So you might real quick before we continue. There's a giveaway tonight. I don't know.
I just told you, Aramis threw it in the chat.
Oh, Aramis threw it in the chat. Okay, awesome.
You're doing that thing. Your autism was kicking it again.
I know.
I can only see this one thing in front of me.
So tomorrow is another bad idea day, which is exciting. Actually, today is another bad idea day. I wrote this yesterday, but yeah. So Whaleville plus Rocks and Minerals, which is a one-shot by Matt Kint, who, by the way, did agree to be on our show sometime soon. And then ENIAC, also by Matt Kint. Those drop today, and I'm not going to see them until next week because I'm getting them mailed to me from some dude in Dallas. But bad idea is the shit.
My guy's in an hour away from me in some place in Georgia. The LCS here put his name on the list. I got him to put his name on the list, but he messaged me today. He's like, "Hey, here's how much you owe." And I'm like, "I know you had this for longer than just today."
Cool. Yep. So, and then the last thing that I'm going to bring up is that Ninjak #1 is coming in July from Jeff Parker, Javier Pulido. And I got to be honest, I love Valiant. I love Ninjak. I like Jeff Parker. I'm sure Javier Pulido is a really nice guy, but I'm just not a huge fan of his work. I'm just going to be honest.
Oh, I'm sad.
It's like Mike and Laura already
from Mars.
Only weirder. It's just I feel like everyone's face looks ugly, but I don't know. I didn't like
fun. It's stylistic.
Who is it? Give me a book to Google right now.
Look up Javier Pulido's She-Hulk. But yeah, I'm just not a huge fan of his work, and I don't. It's not the style that I have a problem with because Mike and Laura Allred do a very similar style that I think is good, and they do it well. I just don't really like.
I think the difference with the Allrads is I think they're coloring. I think Javier Pulido sticks with very flat colors, whereas the Allrads kind of
it pops a little more.
They play with a lot of halftones.
I could see that. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's the lines that get to me though. I just feel like the faces are always look awkward to me. Like when someone takes a picture of you and you're not ready for it and you look like you're like. I feel like that's how everyone looks. I feel like that's how every Pulido. It's like the picture's being taken at the wrong time. I don't know. But I'm still gonna read it. I'm still gonna fucking read it because I love Ninjak and I'm a devoted Valiant reader. So maybe it'll surprise me. Who knows? That is. Let me see what you're showing us here.
Because if that's it, that's not bad.
Look at the panels, dude. Don't look that I don't think
that's cover art.
Yeah, look at the panels.
I'll find something. Hey, like that. literally in infinity. I just keep it like that.
Infinity.
Wow, that is really cool. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, I think we're about ready to do this drawing. So,
All right.
has everyone typed exclamation point? What is
Enter
it
me.
again?
So
Exclamation point, enter me.
Yep. Check out what Aramis just put in the. Oh no. Yep. Just scrolled up. Never mind. I thought I did it again. So if you just came in, or if you missed the last one, Judah Red is giving away one of his personal comic books that he got from Hawaii Comic-Con. Met Kevin Eastman, signs it, gives a little original art of Donatello. I think you told me Raphael, though, so I don't know if you can tell or not. But fact of the matter is, it can be yours. So if you subscribe, we will be checking our subscribe list. And if you're here, if you're not here, I want to know how you are listening to me right now. But go ahead and drop exclamation point.
Judah's a regular Vanna White right now, y'all.
Exclamation point. Enter me. ENTERME. And you will be automatically entered to win. So far, and if you don't hear your name, punch it in there. Aramis, Ace, Comics with Big Your Heart, Danny, Eva, TM, TSG Comics, and Whack Comics. Michael, if you want in, go ahead and throw yourself in. We don't pay you for Facebook, so I think you're eligible. I think you'd be fine. Mars, if you want to throw your exclamation point.
I gotta do that. Hold on.
If you want a chance
to win, right?
This the Nightbot, you guys will know that it is randomized. The Nightbot will actually announce it once it's in there. There you go.
All of your wildest dreams are about to come true.
All right. Before we find out who the winner is, let me look up. What is it? Let's see here. That comic girl. I used to think you could just click on a name in the chat and go to their channel. And I used to always tell people, click on the name and go and follow. But I don't think you can. People's names are not clickable. So let me do this. Let me go that comics girl. Actually, Aramis or Michael, can you find that comics girl on YouTube and then drop her link in the chat? Por favor.
Look at Danny trying to butter up Nightbot.
Come on, Nightbot. Danny,
Nightbot is
this comic
uncorruptible.
does not come with a ticket to Hawaii. I'm really sorry if that's how he made it seem.
It comes with a heavy dose of Judah Musk. So
thank you, Aramis. Thank you.
That's free.
So Aramis dropped the link in the chat. Don't forget to click that and go and follow that comics girl. All right. So I think we're ready. Let me make sure everybody's in. Yep, that comic girl is in there. We've got Aramis, Ace, Comics Big Heart, Danny, Eva, that comic girl, TM Nerdy, TSG Comics, and Whack Comics. If you did not hear your name, put in exclamation point, enter me in the next 5 seconds because
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Yep, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it.
Do we have a winner?
Boom.
Oh! Danny M.
Motherfucking M
Damn.
gets a free trip to Hawaii. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
There you go. Cool. That's awesome. Fucking Michael.
Sweet.
All right, congratulations. Danny. Congratulations. Yay. And it's really, I just want to let you know, it's really good that it's Judah with the comic who needs to mail it out. Because if it were me, you might get it like in 6 or 7 months.
You would never get it.
You'll get it one day. You don't have to remind me every 8 months.
So
buttering up Nightbot worked apparently.
Yeah.
You froze. So I don't know. That's why I was finishing your sentence for you. I'm assuming that's what you said.
That is what I said. Buttering up the Nightbot did work.
That's right.
Cool. All right. Well, that's it. Danny wins, and that's our show.
That's awesome. This won't be the last. I think next time. So what I got from the Discordia folks was actually a bunch of these. And so what I probably will do is we might do more than one giveaway in next week, to where maybe we'll do like 2 winners, spread out throughout the show, and each winner will get one Apocrypha, one Rotted Live, and both of them are signed by the creators. So. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Nightbot is offended by that term. Who knows? Who knows?
Poor
Ladies and
Nightbot.
gentlemen and envies, that is the end of our show. Thank you so much for coming out. Mars, also known as That Comic Girl, thank you so much for blessing us with your presence.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Yeah, so that was a lot of fun. Don't forget to check us out on our, we'll put the links inside the description. We have our Discord. We got a spoiler channel. We have a bunch of new videos that we just published today. What are some of the artists that were published recently in the past couple of days, Judah? On the spot. Boom. Can you hear
Artists
me?
That were
Yeah, creators. I meant creators, like creators that just got published on the channel. Interviews that we have done with people.
Oh! I thought you were asking me
Jesus
about
Christ.
comic books that have been published. Yeah, we just posted Ann Nesenti, who we spoke to pretty recently. We got Stoney Williams, our boy Stoney Williams.
Yeah,
we got man, you just got to go. There's Dinesh Shamdasani.
Oh yeah. Dinesh Shamdasani, bad
comic historian.
Comic historian's on there. So, by the way, all these people have been like interviewed, like maybe even as far as like 4 or 5 months ago, and they all just got published. I don't know what happened. Our video producer is a lazy piece of shit. Maybe, I don't know.
No.
It's me. All right, y'all. You guys take it easy. We love you guys. See you next week. See you.